back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Man, there's two things I love. One I would just proudly admit, and the other maybe not so proudly, just because, you know, me and that person have had our struggles for the years. But you know, I think it's water under the bridge. You know, he is very resourceful, and I have access to his information. So, and I appreciate him. So, anyways, first thing I love is Wawa. They stay busy. They keep you running on your feet. There's that, you know, there's at least a couple new items every month. Whether that's new bakery items like donuts, cakes, and stuff, or they've got new coffee, new milkshakes, new food. There's always something. Also, happy Hoagie Fest, by the way. Hoagie Fest is going on. But the other that I love so much is Marky Devo. Now I don't think he posts a lot of stuff about Wawa on Instagram, but I saw on Facebook where he posted about all this stuff. The only thing they did not have here was the new there's like new bowls with like fire roasted corn and like this new chicken that I really want to try, and we're gonna try and get it and paste it into this video. If not, you know, it is what it is. But if it won't for him, there was one other person I think posted about the Oreo desserts, which I don't think, no, he didn't post about those. He did not, but he posted about the two coffees and the Southwest thing. The Oreo things is what got me going. Like, I was already gonna go to Wawa, and then these two things dropped, and it's like, wow. But really, he was what kind of set the fire, and it kept rolling on. So yeah, shout out to him. I can't remember the other foodie that posted about the Oreo stuff. I don't know if it was Front Page Finds. I really could be away. I'm probably way off on that, but we are gonna go ahead and get to this. I'm taking my time because, you know, I like to take my time with Wawa reviews. I'm just gonna hold one cup of coffee. It's a struggle to hold two, but I'm taking my time because I just placed a big order and this review's up, but I placed a big order at Dunkin' for all the s'mores items. So we're taking our time as that gets ready. But yeah, making room for hopefully some room for the addition to the video if there is one. So I would expect that. I mean, Wawa's not a big change, so anything that's at one Wawa should be at the other, right? I don't think they've gotten to that point where they do test items. So the thing I'm most excited about, and really Nothing But Cakes should really take advantage of this if they're watching. Look at this. It is a Oreo Bundt cake, and they ain't playing around. I mean, Wawa doesn't play around when it comes to anything, especially not Oreo. But man, that looks delectable. Let's go ahead and try it. Rich dark chocolate, dark cocoa. Kind of like devil's cake, not quite like Oreo. I hate when people park beside me, but it's warranted this time. It's right in front of the store. But they're good. Anyways, let's take another bite. It's so fluffy. There's Oreo in the middle there too. Little Oreo crumbles. It's so fluffy, dense, flavorful. I do wish there was like more Oreos on top, maybe. I bet this thing is such a bad boy heated up. Like that's delicious. I'm gonna give it 440 calories. Wow. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Okay. See, it's you know, it's an annoying peeve of mine to be distracted by other people partying. When their music's blaring, it gets really tedious. So, anyways, here is the cookies and cream donut featuring Oreo. I don't think I'm gonna like this one quite as much, but hey, there's a good chance that their cookies and cream donut is better than Krispy Kreme's. So, Nice little Oreo crumbles. They're soft. They're not like stale. They're just baked into this thing. So that's pretty interesting. Let's take a bite. Yeah, this is mostly just a vanilla ice donut with some Oreo pieces on top. It really comes down to how many Oreo pieces are on there. I think it could use more Oreo. But it's not bad. I would kind of say it's like, you know, very reminiscent. I'm going the Krispy Kreme eating their cookies and cream donut. Not really far from it. The donut's pretty moist. It's not like a dry Dunkin' donut. It's pretty good. I would give it a 7. I think it tastes good. It just needs more like Oreo. So, moving on to hopefully not scorching hot anymore, but these hot drinks. Let's see what I got here. I think this is the coffee. Yes, the leaky coffee has been spilling everywhere this morning, and I put the lid on just fine. I just don't get what's going on with it. So, how do I even open this thing? Is there a way to open? Does it not open? Guess I have to lift the, oh, what? Okay. Interesting. I guess you can open it by ripping it. I guess that's how you open it now. I have no clue. But this is like a salted toffee, salted caramel toffee. Yeah, that's interesting. Coffee. So let's try and drink some. It's there. The flavor's present. Of course, the most of what you're going to taste is black coffee here. There's no question. But it's not bad. You can get around burning your tongue. There's nice notes of this salty, caramelized goodness in this coffee. Of course, do I prefer like lattes that where it's blasting your taste buds? Yes. But for what it's worth, I think a 7's fair. I think that's, you know, you're probably never gonna, and I may have ranked a black coffee or two a 10 in the past, but you're rarely gonna see me. It's a black coffee has to have this really big burst of flavor. So now talking about burst of flavor, this has no coffee in it at all. This is the raspberry crumb cappuccino. So it's like a raspberry crumb cake flavor, no coffee. So cheers. It's, you know, it's kind of like a tan color, beige. I don't know, but you don't care to see it. We're gonna try it. Very stark strawberry flavor there. Raspberry. There he goes. Does have cakey notes, kind of a little bit buttery. Could be bolder though, right? I've had some strawberry shortcake things. I know this is raspberry crumb cake, but I've had some strawberry shortcake items that just like flavor wise have just wiped me away. But this is okay. Yeah, it's got pretty good notes of raspberry flavor, and like it's not too strong on the raspberry. Again, you get the crumb cake flavor there too. Of course, there's no coffee. It's a cappuccino. It's pretty decent. I would give it like a 6, right? I want more out of it, but it's solid enough. So, pretty good job for Wawa. Pretty good job. And again, we're hoping that this video, and I just spilt more coffee somehow. Life, folks, life. But we're hoping that we can throw in the new quesadilla stuff or whatever. I want to get the bowl, the corn, roasted salsa corn salsa, whatever you call it, and chicken. It looks pretty solid. So If we've included it, you'll know. If not, you'll hear the infamous yee yee. So here we go. I really don't know who Wawa's competitor is at this point. I mean, there's so many items that they sell, from donuts. So you think about Krispy Kreme and Dunkin', to coffee, Dunkin' again, Starbucks. And now they've kind of, it's like they're taking a jab at Taco Bell and some of these other Southwest places with their new ingredients. They've got new fajita veggies and new slow roasted chicken, new corn salsa, which they didn't have today. I really wish they did. But I got the bowl here, right? And we're gonna try this out. I got the veggies, the chicken. It's got white rice, black beans. They've had the white rice and black beans, but the chicken's new, and I don't think the chicken looks great, but here we go. Fajita veggies ain't bad. Got a little bit of kick to the sauce that's on here. I don't know what sauce they put. Even know where I put the... Oh, I dropped the ticket off. That's what happened. My nose is itchy. Granted, this bowl was like $12. So circling back to when they introduced pizzas, I feel like that was a fail. This kind of seems like a fail too. Of course, I don't remember what you spend at Chipotle, but it's definitely higher quality ingredients at Chipotle, no question. The sauce is good. Most of the ingredients are bland. The veggies are decent. The lettuce is okay. But of course, this is Wawa. You can't expect this to have like this really bougie flavor. Right? They got like conventional commercial ovens. They don't have like a grill. At least I don't think they have a grill. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is good enough to like fill you up for lunch or dinner, whatever you want to do it for. But like the flavor is kind of missing. I have to give credit though. The sauce is good, and even though it is pretty pricey, it is an okay amount of food. Overall, for me, I think that warrants like a 6, right? There's some good keynotes to it. And if you're really feeling adventurous at Wawa, it's something to do. So, anyways, that is the review, I think. I mean, I think I've covered everything new as of now. Of course, I'll leave the window open just in case I don't get the review up and I see something new. I will leave the review open, before I say the yee. But other than that, what Wawa is the king that just keeps giving, right? Did not expect to do this, but you know what? I probably mentioned the brownie shakes and the brownie stuff, and I probably said, hey, you know what? I maybe I'll get some more brownie stuff. Well, you know what? Here I am. I got the cheesecake brownie smoothie, brownie cheesecake smoothie. I don't know why they don't offer it as a milkshake. It's beyond me, but that's just how it is. I also got the brownie cold foam latte. I hope there's brownie syrup in here. I'm trying to read it real quick. It's chocolate sauce. There's brownies on top, but I don't think there's brownie syrup. It's just chocolate syrup. So I guess we'll take the straw, drink some of this, because you see how tightly packed it is. And then, we'll go from there. I know there's no point in doing a thumbnail, but there's a look at both of those. We'll start with the smoothie, keep it simple, and go from there. Brownie pieces are shredded really finely, but you can definitely taste it. You get a little bit of that cream cheese tang. Very reminiscent of cheesecake brownies that you know, get out of that Pillsbury box. Very solid. I'm wishing it was a little bit bolder overall. Maybe it would be as a milkshake. But I have a fond appreciation for this. I think that warrants an 8. All right, now to the brownie latte. Iced latte. So, ooh. Struggling over here. We're gonna drink a little bit out of it because it's already bubbling out as a mess. And then we're gonna, what the heck? See how much there is in there? That is a loaded son of a gun. Let's try it. It just tastes like chocolate. So you know what we gotta do. Gotta pop this sucker open. And see if the cold foam does anything for us. I think there's a little bit of brownie flavor in the cold foam. I'm not for sure. It's faint. I'd leave this in the hands of Dunkin' or Starbucks, TBH. Yeah, definitely more so a hint of brownie. I know, got a milk stash. More so of like a hint of brownie than anything. It's not bad. It's pretty good, right? It tastes good. There's no complaints on the taste. It's just the boldness and the amount of brownie in there. I'm gonna give it a 6. So yeah, don't know if that's the last segment of the Wawa review. I'm really hoping so, because I really need to get this review up before Wawa pulls the trigger and says let's do more items, and then I feel like I missed the boat. But yeah, if not, if there's more, you know, you'll see more. But if this is it, you'll hear. All right, one last round of this Wawa review. I keep pulling surprises out, but anyways, let's get to it. Right, so Wawa has 4 beach themed lemonades. They all look the same minus 1, so you can see they all look the same, right? Awesome, great. Not so good, right, that they all look the same, but that's life. Sometimes you can't control things, and I did not write down on the cups what is what, so it doesn't really matter because the names are all just like Sweet Summer, Summer Splash, Summer Berry, and then there's this green one, it's called like Summer Spritzer. It's like, well, what's the flavor? So hopefully they're all equally good, so it's a moot point, and you can go and choose whichever one you like. But the green one, hopefully green apple, I don't know. They're all lemonades, basically. That is carbonated. I was not expecting carbonated lemonade. I was wondering why it looked carbonated when it was coming out of the fountain. It's like a kiwi blend. You know what it reminds me of? Could be lime. I don't think it's kiwi, because I don't think their machines have kiwi. Pretty sure this is very reminiscent of the key lime pie soda that Wendy's had a few years ago. It's pretty reminiscent of that. So key lime lemonade soda. That's the vibe it's giving. It's pretty good. I probably overhyped it when it was at Wendy's. I give it an 8. It's definitely interesting. All right, moving on. Sorry about that loud garbage truck. This looks like it's a soda too. I think this was the Sweet Summer. I don't know. Also carbonated. To me, I can taste berry, so it could be the berry one. The lid says berry, but all the lids are bound to say berry, right? It's pretty good. This one definitely tastes like a mixed berry to me. I would prefer it without carbonation. But I give it 8.5. All right. This one, I don't know. It's orange. Could have orange flavor. Let's see. No carbonation. Just straight up Minute Maid with something. Not as good as the other two. Which is weird. I was saying I'd rather not have carbonation. And then here we are without it. And it's not as good. That one reminds me of like a orange. Or a fruit punch. It's very fruit punch-esque. A little too watery. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Very reminiscent of fruit punch. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So that's either Summer Splash or Sweet Summer. And then here's the last one. I think that was Summer Splash and this is Sweet Summer. So. This one's very reminiscent of the other one. This one's bolder in flavor though. Maybe a little bit more tropical. I'm thinking we're getting some pineapple here and some more citrus. Other one wasn't so tropical. So yeah. I mean, both of them are like punches anyways. So you know with the berry one, you know what you're gonna get, like a carbonated berry type of soda thing. And I think I said that was my favorite one, right? I give that one I just had, give it, it's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. So all of them you can't really go wrong with. There's nothing like terrible about any of them. They're all pretty solid. It just depends on what kind of flavor profile you're going for. So I'm sorry if this part wasn't really super helpful. At least you know on the berry and the green one, and then on the other two you're like, okay, which one am I gonna get? And you'll get like some type of fruit punch. So if you like mixtures of fruits, maybe you won't be upset if you don't get the one that you were looking for, if you don't get the tropical one, or if you don't get the less tropical. I don't know, but that is all I've got to say. And other than that, I'll see y'all around. Yeah.